Today we grieve the negative impacts of a very beautiful culture. Let's talk about something that has shaped more of your life than you've probably ever realized. Not a person, not an event, but a culture. A culture that taught you that silence is strength, that emotional endurance is holiness, that if you cry too much, you're weak, that if you talk too much, you're rebellious, that if you feel too deeply, you're simply being dramatic. They didn't call it trauma, they called it training. They didn't say emotional neglect, they said you're a strong African girl and that's how we do it around here. What if I told you that what you thought was just how life is was actually trauma? What if I told you that many of us are not healing, we're just learning to suppress better? Before you ever became the girl who jokes through pain, before you learn to stay silent when your body wants to speak and even scream, before you master the art of being low maintenance and well behaved, there was a moment when you realized that your emotions made people uncomfortable, that your questions were too loud, that your boundaries were too much, and so you morphed and adjusted. You didn't call it fear, you called it wisdom. You didn't call it survival, you called it maturity and being an old soul. You didn't even notice it, because not only you were bleeding, everyone around you was bleeding. You see, when an entire culture normalizes dysfunction, healing becomes rebellion, feeling becomes foreign, and safety becomes a luxury we were never taught to pursue. But here's the thing. You're not crazy, you're not broken, you're not too sensitive or too dramatic or too intense. You're just unhealed in a world that never really gave you permission to feel. You're the daughter of women who were taught to just endure, to pray but not to speak, to smile without bleeding, to serve without ever asking, what about me? And now here you are, wondering why you're always tired, why you can't say no without guilt, why you feel invisible even when you're surrounded by people, why your joy is laced with fear, and why silence feels safer than expression. It's not because you're weak, it's because you were never taught how to play. Mental health isn't a Western thing. It's not a luxury, it's not rebellion, it's your birthright, your inheritance as a child of God. You were never made to live muted, never created to suffer silently. You are not called to endure emotional starvation and call it strength. So I need you to hear me clearly right now. That pain you thought was normal, that anxiety you spiritualized and never even had the words for, that numbness you baptized as being strong, none of it is God's plan for you. Healing is holy, safety is sacred, rest is righteous, and wholeness is your portion in Jesus' name. And I know this isn't easy. I know that unlearning is terrifying, but let this video be your sign that the healing journey begins now. Not because mental health is trendy, but because your soul deserves peace. Because God did not bring you this far to leave you in survival mode. So here's the truth. African culture is beautiful, but it's not infallible. And the part of it that taught you to neglect yourself must be unlearned in love. And that's why I created Secure. Secure isn't just full of courses, it's a healing room, a safe space, a soft landing, a restoration of everything they told you to suppress. So if you're tired of managing your pain in silence, tired of spiritualizing your suffering, tired of performing for love and calling it humility, welcome home. Your healing starts here.